Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I'm a divorce valuation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. I have the pleasure of discussing business valuations from a divorce attorney's perspective with my guest, Miles Mason, who is a divorce lawyer in Memphis, Tennessee, also servicing Nashville and I'm sure other parts of Tennessee. What happens to the business during a divorce? What in the business owners, so it's not just about tanking the business, right? It's about what do the financials tell the story that now you as the business owner are going to tell a conflicting story. And then the other side's going to make sure that everybody sees that those stories don't intertwine. So what have you seen kind of happening as business owners try to run their business during a divorce? Another concept is what are the ways that they hide assets in a divorce? Because this is what we're seeing more often. Business owners don't think that everybody can see it, but we can. And that's and a sophisticated judge can also see it. And I think that's where, no one's getting tricked in this process. But what do you see some common ways that they kind of hide assets in the divorce or how they operate the business?
Right. So you touched on several great points. First of all, what I try to explain to clients, one of the main values of hiring a forensic accountant is they can perform what's called a smell test. All right. And I explained to them that we've seen, as CPAs, we've seen so many balance sheets, income statements, tax returns, that it's not that complicated of a process to start out with a smell test, which I call a technique underneath the umbrella of methodology. Okay. And we could talk more if you want to get into technical definitions of that, but simply just spreading out number of years of balance sheets, income statements, and tax returns to cross-reference. And what there is in a divorce is some magic moment. If we're going to find somebody hiding assets or manipulating financials, there's going to be a point in time when the target, the business owner and the business, begin the process of planning. Now, that beginning of the process of planning for divorce can be as much as a decade in advance. We ain't catching that, okay? They're just too good. There are some people out there that are very sophisticated, not that I've ever represented them.
Right, of course.
All right. Now, but that magic moment where the business owner knows that a divorce is coming or suspects it is going to begin changing decisions about asset acquisition, capitalization, other things. And CPAs are great at that, but it's helpful to know from the client, when did things start going south? When did she suspect the relationship with the secretary, whatever, right?
Right.
Now, what we see in a divorce often is, I didn't coin this phrase, but I use it in my book, sudden income deficit syndrome, also known as SID. So once the divorce is coming, income is always going to drop, all right? And it's so common that when I represent clients where the income's going up, I go like, oh, we don't want that. We don't. So, so sudden income deficit syndrome is something to expect, and tell the client, it's all right if you're representing the non-business owner.